mics before you start.
Okay, hold on.
Too fucking late, boys.
Shit.
Oh, damn it.
Who's kicking us off here? Huh?
We're rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Okay.
Welcome everybody
Heck yeah.
to Heck.
Heck.
The horribly edgy cool kids. This is our first podcast, and Thar being the first person to get into E out of the bunch, get into Heck out of the bunch of us.
We're not talking about E just
I
yet.
wasn't even the first person in Heck, I was the first person in Hell out of all of us.
Yeah, hell,
Oh.
I mean.
Yeah.
Why don't you,
The ARG that united us all.
yeah, why don't you
It did.
kick it off?
Well, I mean, I just randomly got invited by some, Discord bot like everyone else was. But I was mad enough to click the link and get into the server with 250 people. And I saw like on the right there was everyone had no rank, and then a couple people had had D, C, or B rank. And I started shitposting like, why does no one have A rank? What is this? Why is there no A? So the one person with B rank, Winterfox, he started talking to me and went, do you like want to get higher rank? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I started exploring the ARG, the thing that the entire server was centered around. And I guess I did pretty well. I don't actually remember because, well, I was drunk as fuck.
Yeah, drunk Lata.
Shit-faced Martha back at it again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, shit-faced Martha, as always.
He does it.
But in any case, he recommended me to Darku, who was the mastermind or something.
Yeah, behind
And,
the whole thing.
Yeah, she made it.
Yeah.
Well,
So I got the B rank, and then I finished stage 1 before him, so I got A rank and mod powers.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's where the fun began.
Start kicking around people.
Yeah, no, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
I was
Ah.
just meeting people at this point, not kicking.
That came
Yeah.
much
Oh.
later. I think that was my
And that was
thing.
at the end of Hell.
Yeah.
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 Genocide, do you want to tell us
Yeah.
about how you first found Hell?
Okay, well, I guess unlike Thar and most people who were in Hell, I wasn't actually invited there by a Discord friend. It was 2 years ago, 2016. I was still in fucking middle school. So yeah, not much has changed. But anyways, I was watching. I think it might have been Night Mind. It could have been Scare Theater, some shit. One of those shitty YouTube channels.
Scare
that
Theater
actually
did an
do-
episode of it, yeah.
They did. Oh, he did an episode on Heck.
Really?
No, he didn't.
He had
I
talked
mean,
about
Hell.
it. at least.
Hell. I mean, well,
Yeah, Hell.
I don't know. But anyways, I think it might have been Night Mind, and it was an episode about an ARG. I don't remember what it was. It could have been the fucking Cypher Gunner one for all I remember.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was thinking to myself, oh shit, ARGs. You know what? Maybe if I do one of these things, it'll it'll make me fucking smarter or
Smart.
some shit. I was in fucking 8th grade. I didn't really exactly know. So I went to fucking Google. I looked up ARGs. The first thing I found was this Reddit thread about this guy. I kid you not. He got invited to the server, but he was concerned because he thought that the server was literally a bunch of fucking hackers. So I was reading this, and I'm thinking, yeah, fuck it, whatever. There's no way these guys are actual hackers. So I clicked on it. I went to the Discord, and I saw there's like this channel where it actually had the link to the ARG, and I started doing the ARG. Of course, I fucking sucked at it because I'm retarded. Was retarded, still am retarded. I haven't changed at all. I think I did not make it very far. I didn't make it very far in the ARG. But the thing that got me into Heck was my hentai posting. I always,
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
did
true.
this. I used to post like loads and loads of hentai on in hell, and then
In the
I
shitpost
guess,
channel, yeah.
yeah, I got, and I also did a lot of shit posting. I kind of got myself at least a little bit familiar with the people there. So I got a DM from DH, not in this. He's not in the podcast today, at least. But I got a DM from him. He was like, "Oh, fuck it. You know what? You seem like a cool guy. Come join this super cool secret club." And I did. I joined, and I continued to post shitloads of hentai there until that kind of wore out. Uh, yeah, and then I mean, I don't post that much hentai anymore because I'm a
You
lot
were
more picky
reformed.
about. I'm a lot more picky about it than I used to be, and also because I'm a little bit embarrassed of the fetishes that I have, so I kind of just avoid it.
You,
Ah,
you
yeah.
don't post as much hentai in this server anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do have my own server for hentai, but that's different. That's a different thing.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Bioquake, do you want to tell us about how you first
Right.
found hell?
Rather not, but I suppose that I'm gonna have to anyways. I was.
You're in a gay orgy, and somebody told you.
Yeah, just in the middle of an orgy, just someone just raised their phone
They
to me and
they
said,
just
"Look, it's an
whispered
ARG."
68-65-60-60.online.
It's a sign
Yo,
language. No, but
it was
basically-
Dash. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, like I was talking to this one kid from Norway. Like we were watching hentai together on Rabbit, right? I recall that much. And he sent me a message. He was like, "Yo, I got invited by this weird bot thing." And so he sent me it, and I remember, I remember looking at it, and seeing like the opening page with the crying kid and stuff, and then I clicked on the next page, and I saw the waves and the water and the rain and all that. I heard the music and all that, and I was like, "What do I do?" So I tried, selecting the entire page, and nothing came up, and I was like, "This is shitty." They clearly didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time I was quite full of myself, and so I was like, "Yeah, I'll close it down." And I hadn't looked at it for like another week,
Yeah.
but later it grabbed my interest again. So I went back to it and I started googling around, and I stumbled upon this Solving Hell Discord server, which I ended up meeting one of the people currently in Heck, ill. Well, and from there I basically, also started shit posting and all that, and I got recruited to Heck by Deed. And
Right.
but,
I
was very
remember the Solving Hell server. Not
yeah.
from being in there, but from the admins in the in Hell noticing it and going,
Ah.
"Wait, are people working together?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I
yeah,
do.
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
That's
I do
illegal.
remember that.
X rank."
Wasn't that
They got pissed.
Yeah, I
they
can
got
imagine.
Yeah.
so pissed.
I wasn't really helping anyone else though, because I'm a selfish bastard.
Hell yeah.
But the thing is,
Good job, you did the
Same.
right thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I used to be very inactive on this server,
Yeah.
right? And one day I just decided to hop in, and now I'd say I'm pretty good friends with RD and with Raz and Deet and all that.
And his wife.
Yeah, and my wife, of course.
Gay shit.
Okay.
That was
So
great,
Raz, how
Oh,
did
yeah.
you find
Raz.
Hell?
Well,
That's what we want to know.
that's
That's
an
what we want to know.
interesting-
Yeah, that's what
Story.
we want to know.
It's an interesting story, actually. So I used to be in this Discord server about Poppy and Marzago, and it was all about like archiving all of Marzago's videos that she deleted and shit like that.
Oh.
Anyway, I used to be pretty active in the voice chat there, and one day I was in the voice chat with all the regulars that I used to hang around with, and then this random dude came in called Father of Violence, and he spouted a whole bunch of really cryptic nonsense. I didn't really understand what the fuck he was going on about, but then he sent me a thing in DMs, like a private message, and it said it was just a bunch of hex, right? And the hex translated to something along the lines of the stars fall out of the sky if you don't I don't know, it was some really grandiose cryptic shit, and then it had a link to the Discord server for Hell, and it had a link to the website 68-65-6c-6c.online. So,
Oh, you doing
from
that
there,
late?
You actually remember that? Wow.
yeah. So from there,
Like the actual.
I went into the Discord. Uh, I didn't do what everybody else did and said, "What is this?" I just kind of had a look around, and then I found out that it was an ARG. So the first page of it was some waves. This is before the title card was on Hell, so the crying boy didn't exist yet. It was just the waves, and when you look into it, it was, I can always forgive, but I can never forget. So then you put in forget, and then from there,
Yeah.
I just got fucking lost, right? I got so lost in myself and in this ARG that I spent every waking hour on this, and I was just unlocking more and more and more with like every hour that passed. And it got to the point where I got up to this thing and it said, pause. And I was just like, what the fuck do I do here? And I'm just like, I think this was a few hours into joining the server. And I was just asking people around like, what's pause? What is this? How do you get past this page? And then
knows,
one of the game masters, I think it was Darky, was just like, you fucking what? I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, alright.
He's just like, you've only been in here for like a couple of hours. What fuck you mean pause? I'm just like, yeah, I can't get past this pause page. It's just like, right, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course you can't.
And turns out that the ARG stopped at certain points, right? They used to release Tuesday updates.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
That was Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Nah, it was just Tuesdays.
Is it Tuesday yet?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Is it
Oh,
Tuesday?
yeah.
Because I was always
Friday night is
kept
Taco
up.
Tuesday.
Yeah, kept up with the whole thing, and I was always waiting for the next part. And then eventually, I ended up finding Deet Hunter, who was another
yeah.
solver, and I don't know why, but we just got really friendly with each other, I guess, and we ended up
Friendly as in
like,
gay, of course.
like competing against each other and shit. And fucking hell, it was heaps of fun. And then from there, after a while, Hell Online just finished. There was nothing more. The whole thing was done. They ended up hiring, I guess you'd say, Impurus IP, and making him make part 2 of Hell. And
DT. DT also
DT?
helped make part 2.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did?
Yeah.
That's right. And then part 2 was a bit tougher, but still it wasn't that bad. We were still keeping ahead and shit like that. But the library, which was Impurus's little side project,
Now that was a
now
challenge.
that was challenging. I remember Impurus used to be all like to be indeed. Don't solve it yet, fags. I'm not done. He released a hacked Pokemon Red ROM, and that was part of it. And then there was this big thing called Thomas Edda, which had 8 different sections twice, and you had to solve all of those in order to get into the library. But nobody ever did solve it. It got pretty damn close, but after you solved the entirety of Thomas Edda, then there was another step where you had to go through the entirety of the Hell ARG and take little parts from each thing. And just nobody got it because it was too esoteric. So unfortunately, that's the only thing from the Hell ARG that myself and Deep do not have archived. But
There might have been more, but no one knows what it was.
No. That was it. The entirety of it was after you put all those things together, then it invited you to. It was like a chat thing, and that was.
That was that Purgatory? Or?
No. Purgatory was just
even
something
beyond
completely
that.
different. Yeah. And then after all of that, when we realized that the whole thing had had closed down, Deet and I created Heck, which was a Discord. It's like a super secret club at the time where we just got like the top solvers and the people we talked to every now and again, or we thought looked
what was it?
interesting, and invited them to Heck.
Yeah.
Turned into a relatively close friends group
I-
over the-
Yeah, when Dean,
Oh, yeah,
when Dean
definitely.
invited me, he said, "Cool people from the Hell chat, but non-Hell ARG talk."
Yeah.
AKA
remember-
for anything other than Hell ARG, chill place.
I remember being in Hell, and I remember you two, RD and DH, like I kind of like looked up to you guys because it was looking at the guys who were able to like get through everything like super fucking easy, super fucking quick.
You two were
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I'm this goddamn brainlet, still am, who can't figure out what the fuck a Caesar cipher is, the wheelie boy. Yo, what's this wheelie boy right here?
Oh, Wheelie
dude,
Boy was
but,
from E, dude. Wheelie
That
Boy.
was-
Wheelie boy.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? Fuck you.
that comes later,
Um,
but yeah.
But yeah, to me, so when DH
Yes.
he sent me the link to Heck, I was actually kind of honored at that. I was like, oh shit, I'm a cool kid,
Yeah.
despite being a goddamn like
And that's what
brainlet.
it was. Like, it was just cool kids.
yeah.
I'm part of Anonymous now.
I felt like I don't know. To me
Yeah.
at the time, it felt like I had, like I'd actually
Accomplished
achieved something. Like
Yeah.
even if I didn't get to solve the ARG, at least I got something that was very positive out of it. And to this day, I still say, yeah, I didn't finish the ARG, but at least I got something great out of it. I got Heck.
Yeah, definitely.
And now we're literally in Illuminati, so yeah.
Where did yeah. Yeah.
When I look back on everything, I feel really proud. I especially when it comes to the Heck Discord, because I think we created like a space where people like us, you know, just can fuck around and do whatever and just not worry about.
Okay, let's not turn this into a circle jerk.
Yeah, no, but like just fucking be yourself.
Also,
Like,
yeah, you
don't-
need to
don't
keep
care
it
about
Be yourself.
Yeah,
Guys.
exactly. What did you
Yeah.
say?
I think
it
since
really wouldn't be a Heck podcast if we kept it PG-13.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Like, seriously.
I mean, especially with Far, it's going to be difficult to keep it PG-13, to be honest.
PG-13,
True.
fuck it, we'll go full on triple X. I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, genocide, let's do this. I mean, you are my wife after all.
Hell yeah, dude.
Guys are married, so yeah.
Okay, shit, yeah.
Guys
Wait,
can't
Thor,
get
we're-
married.
Far, where's your husband, by the way? Idiot, I haven't seen a post. In
I
fucking-
have no idea. I don't keep control of him. He does what he does.
Oh, you
He
guys
does what he
fucking
does.
gay.
How'd you two even get fucking married in the first place?
what?
We like No Game Life, okay?
Oh, that's why? Because of
Yeah,
NGM.
like literally, I was
Holy
talking
shit.
about No Game Life in Heck, and
Okay.
he was like, "Dude, yeah, I love that anime as well." And then we watched the movie together, and we went like, "Yeah, let's get married." Hell yeah.
Okay, you guys know Reiko, the guy who tried to turn R9K into a bunch of traps.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was on his server, and I swear to God, every single day they'd have this fucking hour-long discussion about how much they hate No Game No Life.
What the fuck?
That's not it.
Actually, on the server.
But
Yeah, I was.
But did it make
I
you want
was.
to put a shotgun to your head and blow your brains out?
No, it didn't actually. It was just a bunch of shit posting, and I guess apparently you had to have a certain role in order to access the actual shit he had on there. Because there was the surface level shit. There was like 3 channels. There was shit. There was general shit posting, and I think at one point there was this erotic roleplay channel. But but there was a role that they would give to certain members. It would be called actual Reiko members or whatever. And if you had that, then it would unlock a bunch of other channels. I mean, I kind of wanted to have all those other channels, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, fuck, it's not worth it. So I ended up just leaving the Discord. That's about it. But it was, I don't know.
There it is.
I don't know. It was the thing that I was kind of a part of.
Okay.
I'm surprised how many fucking channels we have now.
Yeah, it's insane.
Dude, we have
We-
so many.
And yet it's still not enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
and-
they're all
and-
topical,
yeah, we
and
have a
all of
rule, but
them
none of
are
them-
full of relevant shit. Like, it's not
Yeah,
not a single
and none of
one
them are
that is
ever
empty.
getting
And I mean-
deleted.
We pretty much use almost everyone on the daily though, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
We have 73 channels,
Holy shit, that
Yeah,
many.
it's
And all
it's
of them
quite-
are
and they're
topical.
actually.
How
they're
many
actually
roles do we
topical.
have to? How many roles do we
Like
have to? I
a
think.
billion.
No, I think we have. I remember I counted. It was like 30 something roles.
95. 95.
Are you fucking here?
And
I
Raz
have
has
every
every
single one.
Every single
Yeah.
one.
Jesus.
And Raz
fucking
is
dick.
also the only one with a monitor big enough to show all of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now
Yeah,
that
even
I've,
if
now
I
that
take
I've
it-
got my
Yeah, if I take it to my
sideways, yeah.
1081,
I can see
okay.
everything.
You have a 4K monitor, Raz?
Yeah, I have a 4K monitor for my main,
Holy
but for my
shit.
one with Discord,
hell
I
yeah.
have a 1360 by 768 TV monitor, but it's vertical, so.
Ah, nice, dude.
No, you know what the God tier setup is? God tier setup is a triple screen setup, two 1080 and one 4K on the top.
Nah,
Two 1080 side by side, then you have a 4K above that. Yeah.
nah, God tier is 4 12K monitors. Honestly,
Or 12K.
if you're not
God
running
tier
4
is-
12K on monitors,
No, an
right?
entire room filled with monitors. Your walls are
Yeah,
nothing but
go-
computer monitors.
Honestly, yeah.
God tier is something like going fucking outside. Hello?
And
Kill yourself.
and having the entire world as your monitor? Is that what you're talking about?
What the hell is outside? What? What is outside?
IRL? What?
Resolution
No,
down to the
terrible.
atomic
What the fuck is
scale.
IRL? What does that stand for?
What a
Uh,
shitty game.
Yeah.
IRL? Don't you mean international relationships?
Like,
7 billion people
7
making moves
billion.
out of turn? Nah, terrible game.
7 billion people, world's largest MMO. Nah, sounds like some normal fag shit.
yeah, dude.
Wait, 7,
dude.
7 billion people? Is this an ARG?
Yes,
I remember
yes,
when
it is.
Genocide uploaded that
Is-
video. That
is
was
each
the-
person-
That video that
Awesome.
the video that I did when I was depressed as hell, and I was like,
Oh,
fuck it,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
no,
so-
like
and
at
or
that
something?
moment. No, I was really sad actually.
I remember that shit,
It's
dude.
because
I
you weren't
remember the
talking
whole
to us,
meme
dude.
thing.
Because you're
yeah,
away
dude.
on your fucking holiday.
I don't remember what. Hold on, when was this? When did I upload it?
I don't know,
It
but
was last month.
we saw it like the day it came out. I think BioQuake pointed it out. He's just like, oh no, I think I pointed it out. Oh, maybe we both did.
Who? What? What?
Um,
I think we were on a thing. We were searching through your videos, and we saw that there was a new one, and we're just like, oh,
Yeah.
hold on, what the fuck's going on? And it was like this really sad thing of you jumping through this rainy.
yeah.
Thing.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
worried, dude. We were just like, is this an ARG?
Yeah. So I made the
Yeah.
meme in like a few minutes. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I don't remember what was going on when I made that. All I remember was that I was. I don't remember. I don't know. I was just sad as hell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I know. I do remember though, like when I was making it, there was like this sense of jealousy behind it. I don't
Also-
remember. I don't know. I remember what I was feeling, but I don't remember what was actually going through my mind.
Huh.
It's weird.
Blood, probably.
Blood for the blood.
I don't know. It was mostly just like edginess, depression, and jealousy of something.
Of
Yeah.
what?
Also more edginess.
I don't know. It was like I said. I remember the emotion, but I don't remember what I was thinking.
That's weird, dude. Was it? Odd.
It was just edginess, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edginess for
But I
edgy's
do
sake.
remember. Yeah,
Good old
I do
teenage
remember,
edginess,
like-
yeah.
I think it was during that. Holy shit.
During that holy shit? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I
holy
was
shit,
taking.
yes.
I was taking a massive.
I know
holy
all
shit.
about them holy shits.
But no. But here's the thing, though. I think there was this really long fucking era of depression that I had that ended sometime last month.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. When
Oh
it started.
damn! But you got out of it, or at
I mean,
least maybe.
I think I did. I don't know. I'm just hoping that I got out of it.
You don't notice that shit. right
I'm
away.
just hoping. I'm just hoping that distracting myself from my emotions will actually help me.
Hell yeah, dude. Ignore that shit.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
all about that chronic apathy these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dat is een geval van apathie.
Just don't feel, boy.
Don't feel.
I remember this Neil CC.
Well, no,
or
actually,
CC
no. I
whatever
think
he's called.
honestly, I prefer.
What?
I prefer depression over depersonalization because with depression you at least feel something. With depersonalization, you just feel like you're lost inside of a fucking fever dream.
Yeah,
no,
that's
you don't.
definitely
You don't
true,
feel like you
Jennifer.
just don't feel.
Well, you don't feel. You feel like you're watching TV and all
Yeah,
the channels are
You're
shit.
just empty.
That's exactly it. No, the way Genocide said it, yeah, it feels like you're watching TV.
And all the
Yeah.
channels.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
shit.
It feels like you're a passenger in your own life,
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
basically.
It's,
What were you saying
Yeah.
about it, Quack?
Yeah, right, I remember this this Neil CC Rega or CC Gera or whatever his name is. I remember this. He had this Wonderwall thing, mashup thing.
Wonderwall. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It just had this part where it says, "I don't believe that anybody feels."
Feels.
Yeah.
Feels.
Feels. Yeah, it was good shit.
Feels. Yeah.
Oh.
How the fuck did we even get to the topic of the fucking
I
needing
honestly
depressed?
don't know. It was probably
Hey, it
yeah.
just happened.
I don't know, dude. Yeah.
It's
Just
just,
Oh,
let
no,
it
yeah.
happen, dude.
just
I
like
don't wanna
anything
think
in heck, don't fucking question it, don't report it.
Yeah,
I don't want to
don't fight
think
it.
about it right now.
Accept. Move on.
Don't turn this rape into a murder, man.
Exactly.
yeah. Don't question. Accept. Move on.
I don't believe that anybody feels.
Feels.
But yeah, that,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
any of you have previous ARG experience before Hell?
I
No.
I
did.
didn't.
I did Cicada, but that was it.
Ah.
None at all.
How much
Did you
of
solve
Cicada?
Cicada?
All of it.
Really?
Okay, next question.
The
How
man, the
fast?
myth, the fucking legend.
Oh, I don't know. A while.
Alright, so you went, okay, fair enough.
wait, Raz, were you actually among the first few people who actually solved it?
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
Yeah.
were you actually?
not from what you said.
Yeah, no, I was.
Raz, how many Mensa points do you have?
Well, I need to know what happened after Cicada. What was the end?
They disbanded because nobody was working on the projects they were actually working on. Everybody just
Really?
it's kind of like E, right?
Yeah,
They
just
don't-
like Eve when they had to kick
Yeah,
everybody
because-
out.
Literally
Yeah,
like,
people just lost interest.
yeah.
I remember I got
um,
kicked out because I was like, I didn't know shit. I was just an ID. Like, I could come up with ideas, but that's it. That's the only thing that I could do. I didn't know how to put them into action.
Yeah, it was kind of the same with Cicada. Like everybody was working on their individual projects, and they were all supposed to work together on those projects. But there was really only like 1 or 2 people that were actually working on shit. And then people didn't come back to the chats, and they stopped talking, and then the whole thing just kind of it really died after Liber Primus didn't get solved after the first year, and then they posted a last fledgling thing saying, you know, we're not posting another puzzle for this year because you need to solve Liber Primus. But after it wasn't solved in 2017 as well, and now 2018, they just
Wow.
abandoned the whole thing. Especially because everybody who was working on the tech projects just kind of like faded into obscurity.
I think it's amazing how iconic Cicada is as far as ARGs
Yeah.
go. Like, to the point where if you
Everyone
make it,
knows about it. Like,
No, here's the-
people
it's-
who never did ARGs know about
to
it.
the point, like it's gotten
Yeah,
to the point
exactly.
where if you make an ARG, people will think that you're copying Cicada.
Yeah,
Just 'cause it's an
they're
ARG.
always
Yeah,
just
exactly,
like
yeah.
Cicada ripoff.
I mean,
fucking
at the
yeah.
CIA
time,
recruitment
no.
program.
That's
Like,
not what they
while-
are, though.
while health still ran, right? I was in this school, and even the people of my class who didn't ever do an ARG, like I showed them the whole.
Also,
No, it was E. The time E was running, like I showed them the whole E thing, and they were like, "Yo, dude, is this like Cicada?" or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
I
Like,
remember- actually,
they knew
no.
Cicada, but they've never done an ARG.
Yeah.
The only reason I ever actually did E was because I had a friend who was kind of interested in ARGs. He really likes surrealism aspects, and like ARGs fall very vaguely under that category. So I was like, oh shit, check out this thing, it's E. And two reasons I showed it to him. One, because I thought that he would fucking enjoy it. Two, I'll be honest here, I just wanted him to get into heck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he was, I don't know if you remember him, but he was Extra Crispy Tater Thought.
No, I don't
You remember that guy? No?
No, I don't remember him.
I think Teru wanted to invite him, but DH said no.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only reason I ever got into E, just because I wanted to get my friend into heck.
Nice.
Yeah, I think E1 was the best one in terms of the puzzles. E2 maybe the same as well. I especially loved the artwork that Victoria did for E2.
Yeah, the artwork was.
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I still
Victoria's
have all of
artwork.
that saved.
E2 was amazing both in puzzles and story and like everything,
Yeah.
but it was Discord based.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was the main
And that
thing that.
that fucked it over.
Also, I absolutely loved Virgil. It was one of the best additions of an ARG that I've had to the honor to experience. Virgil was
Cheers. Virgil was
intense,
Forbes's brainchild.
really.
That was
Really?
great.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
cool. Yeah, it was great having something to physically like actually interact with, and get data from instead of being in Discord and all that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like
Yeah.
it felt a lot
knowing
more.
that If you were on the right path, he'd actually tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
so you would immediately get that feedback of hey, I'm doing right or I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it felt like there was some actual interactivity, which made it so much nicer.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
was
the
great.
main
Virgil-
thing. And I
yeah.
think that's why E3 kind of failed when I was doing that. Just there was too much interactivity between like the GMs and the players, and then there was that whole big shit show. Oh my god. I don't think you guys were, because you guys were all on the
I don't know.
Solver side, weren't you? Yeah. Well,
Well, no, I was like in the E3 development server, but I didn't do shit.
yeah, that was pretty much everybody in the E3 development.
Well,
side.
I just,
Pretty much, yeah.
like I said, I had good ideas, but I just didn't know how to put them into action.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's alright. Sometimes we need ideas, people. That's why my
Oh
new,
yeah, but like when it's the only thing you can do, it's kind of sad.
that's why the new project, my super secret project, it's probably gonna be like a few years before even the first bits of it start to.
Wait, I am in that
Oh.
server.
Oh,
right?
so is E4 still going or no? Is
I
E4
don't
still
think
going?
so. I don't think so.
No, I don't think E4 is ever gonna get released.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sad to say that the entirety of the Eschaton project isn't going to come to light, which is a damn shame because it was like
Yeah.
it
had a lot of potential.
Mine, IPs, Chaos's, and DH's fucking love child, and we were gonna do six of them, 2 a year, and we got half of it done. But E3 was such a tremendous fuck up in terms of besmirching the name of IP and E
Yeah.
as a whole that I just don't think it's healthy for the thing to continue.
I mean, you could do
Or you
another
could-
movie, but it's already kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked.
What if you continued it under a in just a different manner?
Yeah.
Under I4, haha.
See
I
that
force shut up.
that spoils the thing though. It's no point.
Shit.
It does.
Oh well. The thing that I'm working on is gonna just be like a persistent sort of thing that's constantly added to, and that there's none of these fucking time limits, right? Because with E, we always had a time limit. We knew when we were gonna release.
Yeah.
We knew that we had to get shit done by then, and it was good.
Oh,
It kept
that's-
us on
yeah.
schedule, but a lot of the times we were were rushed or didn't fucking test it properly and shit like that. Mainly because we were all fucking lazy and we left it to the last minute. But, yeah.
And then just
Wait,
randomly made 79 octillion ciphers.
That wasn't for
We
E,
started
that
talking-
was just because
We-
we're bored.
Oh yeah, that was just right.
We didn't talk about. We didn't start off talking about E with the number file video. Are we gonna do that?
Nah, dude.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can
Can we,
Let's talk
can
about
we play
E.
it now? Can we
Yeah,
play it
sure.
now? Hold on a second.
Maybe we can do a more in-depth one in the next podcast.
Can just
Yeah,
be
you know what we
fixed
can
in
do?
post anyway.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking
What the
editing
fuck is
this
playing
shit.
right now?
Dude,
What the
same.
fuck?
What is playing?
I have
you're hearing
no
it.
idea. It's
Sky up,
fucking
nice
muted.
one. Nice one, nice one.
I've got the
Despacito 2 was playing, dude.
I got the
Oh, oof.
fucking bot muted. Rip.
Now we have the entire. We have the entire.
The entire thing's
Okay.
ruined now because of Despacito.
The entire thing's ruined because somebody decided to queue some Despacito 2.
78 tracks.
78 tabs.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Let's try this one more
That's-
time.
No, it's not ruined. It's heck.
You see, I, being me, have all of the bots muted, so. So it didn't,
Which is
didn't
probably
ruin
good.
the recording, so.
Nah, that didn't ruin the recording, but we did.
This is E. Ah shit, we ruined it because just.
Since we didn't have the bot muted.
Oh, you want me to unmute the bot for the This Is E thing?
Yeah, hold on a
yeah,
second.
Sure.
Did it? Why hasn't it stopped? Because it's already like halfway through the playthrough right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You have the bot unmuted.
Yep.
Okay. I do it now.
We're gonna talk about E. The
We're gonna talk about E.
Hell yeah.
that's
Hell
that's
yeah.
all I wanted to even play out of that anyway. We're gonna talk about E.
We're gonna talk about E!
Yeah.
Best number 4 guy.
Yeah. Well,
Number
I'm,
5. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and have a fucking cigarette, so you boys and girls talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. I don't know. What topics do we have here?
We could talk about
we-
like general tech and ARG and hacking.
Well, we could
stuff
talk
and all
about.
I mean,
oh, wait, no.
when I was talking about, do you guys have any previous experience of ARGs? I was gonna brag about my fucking Siva Gunner ARG.
Being the
But
first
then-
to solve the time gunner already.
Yeah, then Raz came along and yeah, I did Cicada.
I did fucking
I
cicada.
finished
I-
it.
I-
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Makes your
I-
Silva gunner, makes your Gilva sunner look like shit,
I-
doesn't it?
I mean, I also finished Cicada, but way after he did,
Yeah.
apparently.
Is all the cicada stuff like the phone number?
By the
and all that,
time-
are they still running?
No. Well,
we should call
no,
the phone number like live on stream and see if it responds. If it responds, that is.
I
Wait,
can't
what
call.
was the phone number again?
I'm too pissy. I'm too pussy to do it.
Come on, genocide. Here,
I don't want to call. I already get like thousands of dials from telemarketers. I don't want to dial. I don't want to dial one and then turn out that it actually was a
But
telemarketer.
you mean Indian telemarketers?
Well, yeah, they always call me, but I never answer.
Just say telemarketer Bangalore, right? And then and that's when they'll
Oh,
stop
hell.
calling you. I remember actually one time. This was in like what mid-winter last year.
Yeah.
My father came upstairs with the phone in his hand and he's like, Indians. And I was like, oh, gotcha, fam. So I took the phone from him and I would pretended as if I was sitting behind my PC and all. And so the guy said, look on the keyboard, on the bottom left of the keyboard. You can see the Windows key, right? Right? And I followed through with all his shit. And he said, RS and Romeo, right? So I said, yes, RS and Rundi. And Rundi means 4 in Hindi. And well, I basically started messing him with him, and he told me, yes, your mom is Arundi, right? And so I started fucking with him more, right? So
Yeah.
we ended up screaming at each other in Hindi. And he called back late after that. He called back, like 5 minutes after we finished the call. And he was like, "Sir, what is your problem? You are not getting any pussy." So my father cursed him out as well. And it's the funniest shit.
It's fucking great.
And I also remember this time, like you can call on Skype, like you can call 1-800 numbers for free, right?
Uh-huh.
So I remember calling these like 5 1-800 numbers at a time, right, with the Indian scammers. And so eventually 2 ended up picking up, but almost the same time. So they could hear each other say, "Hello, thank you for calling my protect. What? How can I help you today, sir?" And they went, "You called me, sir? No, you called me, sir." Right? And it's back and forth, and then they started shouting at each other. Can I say the N-word on podcast or?
Dude, say it. Nobody cares.
Literally like, "Nigger, you called me! You called me! I called you back, man, nigger!" They started shouting at each other. I recorded it, but my Audacity crashed. It was the funniest
damn.
shit ever experienced. We need to do that again
Nice.
sometime.
We're gonna do this on podcast.
Yeah, we should.
I just tried to call the phone number
FBI,
from Cicada. 314-690-8030.
Does it still work, or is it out of service?
No, it's out of service.
Ah,
So
shit.
it doesn't work anymore.
Damn. Have you guys
So
seen
cool.
that? Have you guys seen that one flag of New Zealand? Okay, so New Zealand was having like this fucking
Wait, the
contest a
sheep
while
fuckers?
back. No, New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand, the sheep fuckers, right?
No, yeah, the place that's not Australia.
Yeah, New Zealand are the sheep fuckers. Ask Raz,
Yeah.
you'll understand.
Yeah, well, anyway, so New Zealand, they had, I think it might have been like a year, I don't fucking know when, but they decided to change their flag, and because it looked too similar to Australia, and they had like this, this thing like you would enter your submissions for what the flag design would look like. I kid you not, one person, his submission was a picture of Australia with a big X over it, and it said, "Not Australia, you fuckers."
That's
Not
great.
Australia. Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Then not hot. Let me see if I can actually find it.
Not Australia.
Not Australia, New Zealand flag.
I posted in podcast, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. What I miss out on?
We're talking about a New
There-
Zealand flag contest.
I
Yeah,
also
there
tried to call Cicada, but no
Here it
answer.
is.
Yeah,
I found it. Here's the image.
Yeah, it's gone.
Not
Not
Australia.
Australia.
That was a flag that was submitted for New Zealand.
Wait, Raz, the New Zealanders are the sheep fuckers, right?
They should literally just have gone, "Please add us to the fucking world map." That's what they should have gone with.
Why is there a
This
picture of
is-
Japan? Is that Japan?
This is the one that
No,
actually
that is
deserves
New
to be
Zealand.
winning. This is the one that
yeah,
deserves to be winning.
That is not Japan, that is New Zealand. Oops. Oh.
Alternatively, we can. Hold on. There's also this one. Is this what it's like to live in Australia?
Yeah. Dude, shut the fuck up.
Christ.
I will fucking laser you. Have you seen fucking Kanye? Who was it that said that? Was it Kanye West?
Excuse me, sir. New Zealand is not Australia. Oh, Kanye West, the guy who did Scoop Diddy Poop
Yeah.
Dee Scoop Diddy Doo. Yeah.
I will shut the
Scoop
fuck up,
Diddy.
dude. I will fucking laser you.
Not Australia. God damn.
Not Australia. That has to be the greatest flag.
That's not
I think.
Australia, mate.
It's not Australia.
Yeah,
Take a look at it. There's no kangaroos.
The only
So
flag
Aus-
that New Zealand needs is just Lord of the Rings. That's all.
Lord of the Rings. It should. Yes.
That's
Yes.
literally all they're known for.
Oh,
That and
yes.
That and she.
Oh, here's another New Zealand flag. I think this one will knock your socks off.
Kiwi,
Oh my
fucking
God.
Kiwi laser. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
a classic.
It deserves it.
What a great bird.
I reckon.
Exactly. Kiwis are just great. Oh, that. Speaking of kiwis, have you guys seen that one YouTube video of it was this 3D animation, and it was
The
about
one that nails
the
trees
kiwi.
to the cliff.
Yeah, he nails tree like he has like this big cliff, and he nails trees to it sideways. And
You know,
he jumps off. He jumps off.
No.
Yeah, because he wanted to know what it was like to fly. But in jumping off the cliff, he had to kill himself just to figure out what
I
it was
mean,
like
he
to fly.
hits the ground eventually.
Is there a picture of that?
Yeah. No, it's a video.
There's a video.
Oh.
It's an
it's
animation.
called-
It's an animation.
It's called Kiwi. And he just like spends all day like nailing these trees sideways to a cliffside.
What the
And
fuck?
then he jumps off the cliff because from his perspective it looks like he's flying through all the trees. But he's actually
God.
yeah,
Feel like flying, yeah.
exactly.
And then it just ends with splat.
It's fucking sad actually. So he
It is very sad.
yeah. So he drags up the tree, ties it
I'm
around,
so happy.
and then he just jumps right off.
I think I've seen that before, actually. I don't know where, or if I have. But I think I have.
The video is 6 years old, so yes, you've probably seen it somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh lord.
His little arms just poke out and make it look like he's flapping his arms and flying.
The tiny little arms that cannot fly
I know.
at all.
You see the tear
Aw.
coming from his eye. The tear. Oh fucking.
And his fucking
And he just
flight
goes.
goggles.
Boys,
Yeah, you hear him land.
Boys, we got a new role.
What's
Oh,
that?
what?
Check it.
Right, let's see.
A Donny
Hell yeah.
from Eddie animation.
Pookaster, dude.
Oh, hell yeah, Pookaster. Hell yeah.
Caster, hell yeah, dude.
Dude, you should add a married role.
No.
A married role. That was quick. That was very quickly
that
denied.
means Raz has to marry someone. So yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
because he has
Uh,
to have every role, you know.
Everybody,
Yeah,
we gotta get
yeah.
Raz. We gotta get Raz a wife.
Oh
If
yeah.
Raz doesn't have the.
Yo, I want a
Soy boy role?
QT pie cipher
Raz.
wife.
Okay.
Dude, we should get Raz married with fucking.
Raz, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you through a list of anime grills, and then
Next
whichever one
time,
you
when
like
the
best.
Xbox.
We'll get them. We'll get you a body pillow with
I don't
that
want-
anime grill
I
on
don't
it,
want none of that
actually
shit.
and you will have a wife. You will have an official wife.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Genocide, my birthday is. You know when my birthday is? Send me a fucking body pillow of yourselves, dude.
Oh, maybe I will.
Hell,
I
dude.
Speaking of
actual-
next time on Heck,
hold on. A body pillow of my actual self or of my persona?
Ask yourself, dude.
Ah,
The
damn,
actual
okay.
recruit.
Kiwi wants to fly.
Kiwi wants to. He doesn't.
yes, and that.
He ends up
Oh,
falling.
it's so sad.
I think. I don't know if I want to do it next time or at this time, like right now, but we could do a discussion about the series that is known as Flat Tim. Have you ever played that series of games?
What is it?
Flat Tim?
Black Tim.
No, Splat Tim.
Splat Tim.
Yeah,
Splat
Splat
Tim.
Tim.
No,
Splat
notice
Tim.
how I'm not saying anything.
Splatoon? Splatoon?
No,
Splat
I'm not talking
Tim.
about Splatoon. I'm talking about Splat Tim.
I have no
Because
idea.
it's okay. Hold on, let me show you. Just the cover of the image of the video game is enough to drive you wild.
I hate you, Geno.
It's called Splat Tim, and then as you can see, he does it.
Oh,
He does it.
And over the course of the Splat Tim
Kiwi
games,
wants to fly.
there have been approximately, I think it was somewhere around 76 Splat Tim games, including a Splat Tim Reloaded, as well as a team up between Splat Tim and Splatina, and it's great actually. So
I have only one question to this.
Why does his
Yeah.
hat say dick?
Why?
Splat Tim, what?
Just
Splat Tim.
why?
Well, because it's a great series. You gotta pay homage to it in some way, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Like by the time
I,
Splat Tim 50 came around, this is some minor spoilers for the
Splat
series.
Tim,
but-
he does it. Wait, is
No,
this
I
a
don't-
real game?
No,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like, by the time Splat Tim 50 came around, you get this scene. Huge spoilers, by the way. You get this scene where Splat Tim he actually shoots himself.
Yeah.
This is
And then from
literally
there
some
on out-
Sonic fanfic entire thing.
From there on out, Splat Tina actually takes over the Splat Tim series.
Is there
Up
a,
until
is there a
I think it's-
Splatina game?
well, no, there's not a Splat Tina game. She just takes over the Splat Tim series.
Oh.
But she takes over until I think Splat Tim 64, 65, and then Splat Tim is resurrected through the power of the golden oysters.
The fuck?
I think, yeah, that was when they came out with the spin-off game that was. I think it was Splat Tim and Tina. They do it in style, and that was its own kind of spin-off game over the origins of Splat Tim and Splat Tina and how they kind of came to be and get to know each other. It was kind of a shitty spin-off, to be honest.
Splat
They had
Tim Party?
Splat Tim and Tina.
Why does this exist?
Why not?
Well, fair enough.
We have
Fair
wrapped
enough.
ourselves. We have gotten to the point where we are asking ourselves why, where we ignore the essential question: why
Why
not?
not? Hell yeah.
You know?
Now we're speaking my language.
Yeah. But anyways, they're at Splat Tim 76 at this point. They're working on Splat Tim Reloaded, which is a remake of the first game. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to see where this Splat Tim game series goes.
Where does the Elder Scrolls V Sky team come into play?
Yeah, exactly.
He shouts
That
it.
is, well, that's the thing though. That's like a, it's canon, but like it's barely canon. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, okay,
It's-
Oh
fair.
my god,
Yeah.
Splat Tim 16, what has he done?
What about Euro Truck Simulator though? I think Euro Truck Simulator needs some attention as well. It's the best driving game, honestly.
And this is a remake of Splat Tim 6 that they did. They decided to put a little clever twist on it and call it 6.
Yeah, I
Because-
really enjoyed the radical
Yeah.
gameplay in this one.
Yeah, Splat Tim 6 was the one where he got to take down and kill the devil himself. So when they did the remake of Splat Tim 6, they decided to call it Splat Tim's 666. And then that was let me tell you something. Killing Satan in that game is so much more satisfying than in the original Splat Tim 6.
What about Splat Tim? Hoi!
Oh god.
But I have to say that's the greatest crossover between franchises I've seen in my life.
I
It really is.
accidentally
It's fucking great, dude.
guys, I wanted to get
Yeah.
one cookie, but I accidentally threw open the entire package and it's now everywhere.
Send me
you have
some.
to eat it up off the floor.
Yeah,
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all over now. It's all over, man. I'm
It's
gonna
all
sit by the
over.
window and record a video about how it's all over. And
Shut the fuck up.
Please.
Please?
preview
all-
for an MV I'm working on but might not finish. Or might not finish because I have no talent and it's over 16 minutes.
No.
We should watch some of Genocide's videos on stream. Or on podcast, rather.
Yeah,
then it,
This is what ice is like, guys.
Are you going to? I swear to God, if you do the chocolate video.
it's not the same if it's
We
a
listened to the
You
chocolate
need the
video
visuals.
before.
You need the visuals as well.
I don't want to listen to the chocolate video again. It's
Maybe,
not.
maybe
it's
I'll
not fun
just
to
maybe I'll
listen
just post a link to his videos. Hold on,
to. In the
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, probably.
in the podcast, yeah.
Yeah, he
I
can do
swear-
it. Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot
so-
about this one.
Genocide, the moment where I cringed most in the ice video is when you said when you picked up like an icicle or whatever. And you said, "Let's play a little game to break the ice," and you broke the icicle in half on on whatever the thing was, like a barbecue or something.
Wow. Okay, this one, this here right here, the image that I'm posting right now. This is actually leaked for a Splat-Tim game that's actually not even in development yet, actually. But this is leaked for Splat-Tim 80.
It's
And,
not even conceptual art.
But in Splat-Tim 80, he like this was actually the pitch. The pitch for Splat-Tim 80 was the guy came up and he showed them this image, and he said, "Yeah, he can do it. But can he do it 10 more times?" And what we're speculating, the Splat-Tim fan base, let me tell you something, they are speculating real hard over this. They think that Splat-Tim 80 might be about him fighting 10 clones of himself that are all scattered across the globe. And so he has to, like, you know, try to... But of course, they could probably pull the same thing that they did in Splat-Tim 68, where there was the problem that was presented, but he didn't actually start solving the problem until Splat-Tim 69, which was honestly kind of dumb. But whatever. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys are wondering, in Splat-Tim 68, it was revealed that he was actually infertile. So during Splat-Tim 69, he had to go on a series of orgies to get his fertility back.
Oh, okay. As you do, honestly, yeah.
As you do.
Yeah.
As you do.
I know the feel.
Yeah.
Literally, that image. Yeah, we've analyzed the brainwaves of the creators and the developers of Splat-Tim, and this is what we came up with.
Alright, so
Yeah, we've analyzed
How
their
the
dreams.
fuck did we get from hell to here?
how the fuck did anything ever happen, dude?
That's a good
yeah,
series
true.
name, from hell to here.
Yeah,
From
I
hell
like
to
that.
here, yes.
That's good.
From hell to
Hey,
here.
hey, we could
That's
cover
pretty good.
ARGs in that series, dude. Like
Yeah.
little
Hell
short
to
segment
here.
and then highlight some
I
ARGs.
don't know,
and some
maybe,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a real good name.
Oh yeah, from hell to
From
here.
hell to here. Yeah, man. And every single time the conversation's gonna derail, we're gonna talk about fucking Splat-Tim.
Oh, Splat-Tim.
Every time, yeah.
I should not be laughing this hard.
I love how you said that entire thing with a straight face, by the way. That is some
Fucking hell.
that is some hardcore dedication.
The I'm just saying, man, the Splat-Tim lore, it just goes very much in depth.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I was enthralled by Splat-Tim.
It's way too much in depth than a meme should be.
are
I
you
mean, a
talking
game should be. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Misspoke.
A meme, it's kind of a weird way to
Yeah,
put it.
no, I meant game.
Kind of rude,
Sorry.
dude. It's kind of rude.
No, it's
both
not
M-
rude, it's not
MV.
rude, it's
Oh,
just, you know.
this is Splat-Tim's new remake from the a new design from the remake.
Yeah, is it the reloaded one, or is it,
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh! I mean, I don't know. I
That's a
just don't
pretty high def model. Yeah.
Here's the problem, though. I just don't think it'll sell as well as the original Splat-Tim's design did.
Remakes or
Now the
remasters.
the eyes are
different
too
as the
round,
original.
honestly.
Yeah, but I don't,
Also-
it's lacking, you know? It's lacking.
Also, Genocide. Have you? Did you participate in the Splat-Tim ARG?
I did, actually. I
Yeah.
wasn't the first to solve it, but
Yeah.
I did solve it pretty...
Like I hated they
Oh, wow.
cancelled the Splat-Tim ride game. It would have
Oh,
been
you
fun.
fucking... But
Yeah, it's
no, no, no,
cancelled. It
that's
was
the thing,
cancelled.
though. I know it was cancelled, but
Yeah.
think about it this way. It was a game that promoted exercise. How many good games can you name that promote exercise and good
Well,
health?
barely
you know?
any. And that's why I'm
Exactly.
so sad about it being cancelled,
But-
because it had great potential.
But that's the thing. It was too much of a big risk for them to take.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they just kind of wanted to avoid making something low quality.
Splat-Tim, right? Jesus.
And then there was also this Splat-Tim. I think it was. Oh, I'm trying to remember how this Splat-Tim came about. Somebody help me
Muscle
out.
Tim, yeah.
Yeah, Muscle Tim, but I don't remember how he came about. I think it was like some sort of cloning experiment that went wrong, or something like that, or fuck, I don't remember. But yeah,
Oh.
the fight that you have to go with Splat Tim against Muscle Tim is fucking insane. I
I
played
can
that.
imagine.
I played that 12 times before I finally beat it. It was so difficult. I have the game over image like engraved into my soul at this point. That's how many times
Yeah?
I died just
Which-
fighting that boss.
What's the game over image?
The game over image. Well, it's a maroon background, and in Comic Sans font it says game over, and then right underneath there in Arial font, black text, I believe 12-point font, it says looks like he couldn't do it.
Ow, he feels bad, man.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah.
what is it? Maroon? Do you like what color of maroon?
What shade of maroon? Just I don't know. I'm not really that big on my shades of maroon. All I know is that it's one of the darker shades.
50 Shades of Maroon, let's go, dude.
Shades of, oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm in.
Quick, let's change the topic before this gets too autistic.
Yeah, we should before this gets into our private life too much.
Yeah.
Although, let's be honest here.
Sure.
Flat Tim
Yeah?
being rejected from Super Smash Brothers. Biggest-
Oh, that's disgusting. Is he?
No, he was denied for the game though. He was
That's
like
just
they were.
disgusting?
No, they thought of putting Splat Tim in the game, but they didn't. They didn't put him in the game. But this was back when they were thinking of putting him in. This was what the commercial showed. It showed Splat Tim, but
Mhm.
because they decided not to put it in there, they had to change it. Instead of seeing Splat Tim, they see the Super Smash Bros. Logo instead.
Ah.
Speaking of new Smash Bros, I'm so salty that they put Knack in.
I know, it's fucking disgusting. It's
Nintendo just fucking all people over.
no, but seriously, somebody change the topic. This is getting retarded.
Yeah.
Sutek.
Let's
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 check
look on let's look on Reddit. Let's see what's going on the ARG subreddit. Maybe there's something interesting that we could cover.
Might be something fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually,
I mean, do you guys remember the? I don't know. I think it was some promotion for some music, some song thing. Like clips
So-
of it, but all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty-
Signal, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really cool song.
Also, there's this other one called Transmission
Yeah, Transmission. That's what it was called. Transmission. song.
0001 or something. I don't know what it was called. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Raz,
Yeah.
have you heard about the thing with the? I know I told Far about it, but did you hear about the CBC thing with the Suki project?
No. What happened?
I don't want to get too into detail because I think it's kind of like their
Ongoing
own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into detail too because it's a little bit of a sensitive topic within system space. But the
Yeah.
thing is, CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, they actually asked Suki himself for emails because they're doing a radio series about the Suki project.
Oh.
I think it was called something in the dark, something dark.
Lost in the dark and then Daybreak.
Yeah. Lost in the Dark, and it was held, and it's on the Daybreak channel.
Yeah.
If you wanna look it up, go ahead. But I mean, I won't go too much into detail, especially not while we're on the podcast. But
Yeah.
that's just something.
Yeah,
that should be
it's
worth
3 hours of
Right here, I
Well,
found it.
No, yeah, it's not 3 hours though. It's like
not
certain,
the yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's called SCH.
SDH.
Hold on, let me put it in.
Ooh.
Let me put it in the podcast channel. This one, I found this one a long while ago. I don't know if you guys ever seen this one, but
Dude, that looks like
It's-
the.
yeah,
Navi
it's really
logo.
amazing.
Unknown from Pokemon.
It looks like Navi to me.
Just watch
Oh,
this a bit
yeah,
further.
Navi.
Like the
Like,
logo.
I-
Okay.
Oh yes. Like the thing is,
What was that?
waiting.
Oh yes, I heard.
Oh god. I just meant to say, oh yes. The way that I said it, I'll save for you for later, till after the podcast.
Oh yeah, thanks.
All
man.
right.
Okay.
Like I found this a while back. It's very mesmerizing actually. It's a very nice. It has a very nice ring to it. But I'm kind of
This is
just
actually
waiting
pretty
for the day where we receive something like this from some kind of electromagnetic wave or something that actually resembles something coming from outer space, because that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
We can make a musical arc out of that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Spectrograms are
Based
used in
entirely-
all kinds of things.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Too bad I don't know shit about audio mixing or working with audio.
And
I've done audio design for well, not formally anyways. I know my way around audio design. Are you guys familiar with the SCP containment breach game?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
not
Well,
really.
I've
basically,
also
I
worked
managed- well, basically, I managed to nearly exactly imitate or recreate rather the voice effects used
of
on
the
the
computer.
SCP-079 robot. I think you
Oh,
guys heard that
interesting.
before.
The computer one.
I
right?
have the files. Yeah, the computer one. I have the voice files around here somewhere. I don't know where they are. I'll have to search for them.
I ended up finding the game over screen. Here we go.
Ah,
let me post
For
it.
what?
For
For Splat Sim?
Yeah.
Yeah, Splat Sim, whatever it was. I don't remember which game.
Yeah, there.
yeah, that one.
Yes,
Looks like
that's what it was.
yeah.
Looks like he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Oh man, seeing that Comic Sans, it's like seeing a dear old friend that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I reckon.
Brings
So
back
welcome.
memories, doesn't it?
It's such a welcoming font. We gotta add that into an arc.
Yeah, definitely.
Every single time you get to a 404 page, it says "Game Over." Looks like you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
I would be.
I'm gonna put that up there on my list of things with an ARG. I kid you not, this is an actual idea I had.
Yeah.
An ARG where every 404 page downloads a virus.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean,
But how would you make
I mean,
the
I-
404 pages change?
I don't know actually.
I
don't
think
know
there is
Jack,
some
too,
way to
if
do
you-
it in the first, like in the website who hosts it. I think the 404 pages can be changed that way. I've seen custom 404 pages.
Yeah, I've got a custom
I know
404
that-
page on my website,
Yeah.
but like it's the
I
same
know
thing
it's-
for every 404.
I know that System Space has one too.
Mm.
Yeah, but again, it's the same thing for every 404.
Yeah, I don't
I
think.
mean, I'm not saying, I'm not saying that every 404 downloads a different virus. Just, get to the 404 and you get a virus that
Yeah.
may or may not
Alright,
destroy your computer. The severity of the virus is completely up to you, but if you wanted
It's
to
up to
outright
the
destroy your
user,
computer,
right?
make it the world's most dangerous ARG, go ahead.
Yeah, if you want your ARG to spread like wildfire, like literally, if it's destructive enough, the news will cover it and everyone will be all over it. If you can create a botnet that way, that would be.
Holy
Ooh,
shit,
yikes.
that would be awesome.
Imagine that.
Yikes.
Imagine creating a bot. We're probably on some watch list by talking about this, but
Ah, darn.
Aren't
We
we
could
all
probably
already?
make a legit botnet. Well, yeah, I know I probably am, actually.
Yeah. Make.
Yeah.
All because I said some jokes in English. No, yeah, seriously, that was an embarrassing thing that happened.
Oh yeah.
Under investigation because I made a fucking shooting joke in English.
So I was thinking of making my own operating system, working with Deep and Forbes to make one.
Temple OS 2, dude.
Yeah, pretty
Temple
much.
OS 2?
It's gonna be Heck
Oh, yeah, hell
OS.
yeah.
OS. Yeah, dude.
Oh, damn.
Are you gonna? Oh, that sounds nice. So
That'd be
it's
great.
gonna be. So it is going to be terminal based.
I don't know, maybe. Like I've got a loading screen already set up, but I just don't know the
I
first
mean, you
thing
could-
about how to actually make one. But
You could use a pre-made desktop environment and just skin it.
yeah,
I think.
like
Yeah.
that.
That's
I mean,
lazy, though.
It's all open source, so you can.
Let's work with Unix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a loading screen for it.
Are you doing it from scratch or?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Well, I don't know the first thing about it. I was just thinking of making like doing it for a project sort of thing. Maybe I might incorporate it in the my super secret project. But who knows, really? Who knows?
Who knows? It'd be cool to see the end result, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if it leads somewhere.
Yeah. I just want something that's pretty much like Windows or Linux or whatever, but is just skinned so it resembles, you know, nostalgic things from heck. Well, and some original stuff.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
yeah,
add
yeah.
some
I know
more
what you think about.
Mm.
That'd be cool. I'd use it.
Hell yeah.
So did we run out of stuff to talk about, or is this the end of the podcast?
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like the like the attention is kind of dropping off because we've been talking for quite a while and we've been talking for what, like an hour or so.
Oh, that's like fuck all,
Hour,
dude.
hour and a half, I think.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. Hold on, let's look on the ARG subreddit, see if there's
Yeah,
anything
let's-
interesting going
Let's have a
on.
look at that.
There's some people asking for help with decoding stuff. There's yeah. Oh, this is easy, dude.
Oh, did you
Hold
guys
on,
check out
someone-
the Zextus? I
What?
posted it in the
What?
ARG
No.
thing. Yeah, it was an ARG. Like, if you check in ARG and scroll up a little bit, you'll
Oh, you
see.
mean that image?
No. You'll see. I posted a whole bunch of things about Zextus. It's like somebody made an ARG.
right.
Oh yeah, the
there's-
dude who tried to drown himself.
Yeah, he made.
Oh,
his
that's right,
suicide
yeah.
Into an ARG, and pretty much like he told his story and everything like that. If
But he didn't succeed in killing himself, though, did he?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
No.
we think no.
No, he
We
didn't.
hope
I
no.
found the news article and everything about.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
He
a whole
attempted
bunch of
suicide, but
people.
he didn't.
Yeah, I came into the scene like I don't know, a couple of months late or a month late, and I found out like I blasted through it, and then I found out info about the actual guy. Like I went into the EXIF data and found out where he lives and shit like that. Then I looked up local news articles revolving around suicide or self-harm and shit like that in the area. And turns out
where'd
that he tried to drown himself in a river, but the police saw him and they're just like, hey, dude, come with us. And then he went to the Alice Hospital, I think it's called, for I don't know how long, but yeah. A whole bunch of people who were there when it was when it was actually before the deadline happened. Deadline, funny.
Oh, yeah, you mother.
Get it?
Yeah, they were just kind of like fucking around. They were screaming about, oh, it's real, oh, it's not real, but nobody was actually doing anything about it. So I took the time out of my day to do shit about it and found out all that shit. And I
Yeah,
s-
and actually look
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, then I sent
Yeah,
him
no.
an email saying, hey mate, I hope your time in the hospital wasn't too bad. I know a lot of nurses treat suicide attempters as second-rate victims. Just fucking get back to me when you can. Hope you had a good recovery.
Oh, dude, shit! The sun vanished
Did he ever
updated.
reply?
No, I didn't. Not yet.
Dude,
Ah.
Raz.
Yeah?
Oh god, the sun vanished is updated since the 17th of July. There's blue lights. You can see the blue lights.
Oh no.
Right. Okay.
Is this another
Actually, yeah.
Cloverfield
it's another.
ARG?
Yeah, it's a Twitter-based ARG, dude. The sun vanished. Yeah.
What?
I'm thinking it's another Cloverfield ARG.
Okay, so apparently,
Cloverfield.
like, so what? How much do you know of the ARG so far? Where in the story? Where is the story in your mind?
Very, very far away. I only looked at it when we looked at it together.
Like, okay, so the sun vanished, got picked up by a friend in his car, and they drove off. And later they revealed that they were camping and stuff, and all that. And now it appears that the guy he was camping with, the sun vanished, woke up. The sun vanished, woke up, and the guy he was with was gone. Right? And what he has on his Twitter right now is a video of the blue light. Basically, looking into the red light makes you a zombie, and looking into the blue light kills you.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
And the blue light's flashing right in front of the screen of his tent.
Fuck.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think I told you guys about this, but there was a while back when Retro went on. I don't think Retro is not active in Heck anymore.
Yeah.
But he and I, like, he wanted to make an ARG, so I was like, okay, here's some ARG ideas that I have. The one that we ended up going with was one with, it was based off of dreams, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I had, like, this dream journal. I think I still have it, but I had this dream journal, and I was kind of like, I was thinking, maybe it'd be possible to incorporate that journal into an ARG, where there's a series of dreams that eventually lead up to something happening. But that was the idea that we went with. But there was one other idea that I had, which I actually liked a lot better. It was an ARG where you intercept an alien message, and in doing so, you accidentally start a war between two alien two alien empires.
Oh yeah.
You accidentally start a war between them by intercepting an alien message. So the ARG would basically be centered around figuring out what's going on and what you can do to essentially just stop. Well, not exactly stop the war, but at least be able to observe it and see how things go down.
Yeah.
And eventually, both empires end up destroying each other.
That sounds
I've
really
always
cool. I
been-
think that would work very, very well if the story evolved depending on user interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Because
yeah, also-
where a lot of these things fail is that there's not enough user input. Like, sure, they can have their input and they can solve their puzzles and uncover more of the story or whatever, but when they're doing it, like, they need some sort of platform on which to interact with the game creator or the people in the ARG, so that they can influence the events of the story. Because that makes people feel a lot more invested. Like, look at all those Twitter-based ARGs, like fucking Sun Vanish and shit like that, where they're actually talking to the person and
Right.
telling him what to do and what not to do, or
having a physical character in an ARG that you can talk to makes it seem more humanized, more interactive.
Right. I think a big portion of the ARG itself would center around decoding this alien language as well. Because I think that the aliens would communicate to each other between two of their own different languages, right?
yeah.
And while you intercept them, you have to decode the languages. Like, the first step would be actually figuring out what the languages are saying, and then from there on out, it would just be as simple as translating them.
And then
Eventually,
sending
like-
your own shit over the wire as well.
Right.
Also,
Yeah.
Right.
in I don't know if you guys play Elite Dangerous, and this is still playing on the topic of aliens. Elite Dangerous basically had this ARG where you had these big alien-like, what seemed to be
Oh,
containers,
yeah.
and if you flew by them, they would make a noise, and that would be like with a spectrography or spectrogram or whatever the fuck it was called. I remember I still have one of the imaging softwares on my computer. You can see like a map of a certain solar system with a certain bunch of, well, not solar system, with a certain system
Consolation.
in space, exactly.
Yeah.
With a bunch of nodes pointing at things, and all you had to work out. And when you got there, I was at the forefront of this. I was working with a group of like 10 people trying to figure all this out. And we got there, and there was a giant Thargoid base there. So unfortunately it wasn't. I believe it was broken. But later we found more and more bases, and eventually we got inside and we found out a lot of stuff. And now there's all this stuff going on with the aliens, and it's a lot of fun. And I guess, we could make an alien ARG if we wanted to.
Uh-huh.
I've always been very interested in alien and extraterrestrial stuff.
I think
I remember watching
that
documentaries about it as well.
I think
Yeah,
I've
but I
always
think
been
that-
very interested in pushing the limits of user interaction.
Right. I think that a story about alien communication, is probably one of the best things that could work perfectly with an ARG. One of the best.
I mean, it makes sense to have.
It's a very
within that one.
flexible idea too, because you're working with communications. You could be working with cryptography as well, and it would and that's basically essentially part of
I mean, it
quite a
makes
bit of
sense to
ARGs
be-
are centered around there.
Yeah.
it makes sense to be encrypted as we're talking to a different kind of civilization, a different kind
Exactly.
of creature who might have grown up and evolved under totally different circumstances.
And the thing is, too, that because these are actually government messages that they're sending from empire to empire, it would make sense for them to actually have to encrypt it. And so your interception of them would, on top of, escalating the entire situation, would... Well, shit, I lost my train of thought. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think another. Yeah, it's really interesting on the terms of ARGs and cryptography. It seems that the subjects are very often interlaced because of one particular ARG back in, I think it was like 2010 or something like that. Like, this is before Cicada and stuff like that. This ARG called The Human Pet. It was an interactive series on YouTube. Yeah, it was probably the first one to introduce, like, a story that was interactive and that users had to unlock different parts of the story, like more in-depth things through like cryptography and ciphers and shit like that. And it seems that like every ARG since then on has had something to do with like cryptography or steganography or some sort of puzzles or codes that you have to solve. And I think that's one of the reasons why people get disinterested and say, oh, it's just a Cicada ripoff or some shit like that. Because a lot of them follow a very similar format. You know, you have to uncover these codes to find out the story. But I think the ones that really break the mold are the ones that have user interaction and a lot of the time videos. So, for example, do you know... Have you guys ever heard of Pizza Time Pizza?
Yeah, we watched the entire thing together.
Yeah.
I don't know if Genocide knows it, but I know we.
No, I'm completely unfamiliar, actually.
Well, so Pizza Time Pizza is this ARG sort of thing. It's really well shot. It's done by this person called Alex Bale. And,
Is he the guy who does the,
Christmas cards?
No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about somebody else.
No.
I was thinking about the guy who does those short videos for Adult Swim or whatever.
Oh, he used to do a few of them, I think.
Didn't he do
I'm thinking of the guy who did This House Has People in It.
This house has people in it. Yeah, exactly, that guy. He also did this
was that
thing,
guy?
I believe.
He also did what?
Alan Resnick, wasn't it?
No.
I don't remember his name.
No, it
But I think
wasn't.
No, this is Alex Bale. Alex Resnick.
Yeah, well, yeah,
is
it was
fucking
Alan
cool, too.
Resnick. It was Alan Resnick. He's the one who did. Is he? Hold on.
Well, anyways, what were you saying?
No, Alex Bale is this guy who's doing these Pizza Time Pizza things, and so he's got this Wix site that is about Pizza Time Pizza. It's just the pizza company that gives you pizza, and then it has some promo videos, right? And there's like a series of them, and they get more and more in depth and better shot as you watch them. And there's also like all these puzzles and shit like that in it, where if you go onto the Wix site, there are like unlisted YouTube videos.
Okay, so I just found, by the way, that Alan Resnick did not make This House of People. He made an Alan tutorial.
Oh, that's right.
Here it is, the
Slowly
Pizza
get
Time
more and
Pizza.
more deranged.
He also did that, there's some AI video on Adult Swim. I can't remember what it was. A Better You or something?
The passion for... Oh my god, the stock image
No,
in this
no. Alan Resnick did create This House of
I
People.
have to check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Alright, I was right then.
Does
Yeah,
giving
he did.
them your email have anything to do with actually solving the ARG?
What's that? Pardon?
Oh, that ukulele sound. Okay. Society will lie to you. We are your real family. Join the Pizza Time Pizza family. We are stronger together.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, man. This is actually...
It's so
Yeah, it was
good.
really nice.
Yeah, Pizza Time Pizza just goes more and more in depth as you watch more and more videos. Like, they are so well shot that I just enjoy watching them. I don't even care about the like I keep up to date with it and help them solve shit and like that. But generally, it's just like teasers for the next video or like behind the scenes sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
So like,
Also,
yeah.
I have a few resources around, like a few alien, like actual alien fonts and all that stuff, for example. So, if we wanted to do something with aliens, we could. I have quite a few ideas in mind. Also, does anyone know if there has been research done, like anyone has compiled a list of what makes a good ARG?
Research on what? Was that?
No, but maybe we should do that.
Exactly, that was
Research
what I was
what?
about. We should like research what makes a good what makes an ARG good and all that.
I mean, I know that game detectives are generally the fucking authority on that sort of shit, but yeah.
Whoa, the Pizza Man is real?
Yeah.
Salsicha, the Pizza Man is real.
Yeah.
It's Vegatello on the house. It's a real food. We got margarita pizza.
Submit to the Pizza Time family.
Cleanse yourself of your sins.
We're always watching.
The Pizza Man is real.
Ooh,
The
we're on the
Pizza
same
Man
page.
is so real. I want to meet the Pizza Man.
Yeah.
I want to take him out to dinner. We're gonna eat pizza together.
Oh god, when you click on promos, it plays all 7 videos at the same.
I know. At the
time.
same time, I hate that.
Oh, Christ.
Teachings.
So, is it actually part of solving the ARG if you give them your email on the first page?
I don't know. I haven't done that. You don't need
You'll
to.
join the family.
But I think that's about joining the family. Which I wonder how the fucking Vander.
Wait, fuck, they have an actual Instagram? Oh my god.
I wonder how the
It's
Vanderstank thing is going at the moment. I haven't tuned in there for a long bit after they
I haven't
changed from
tuned in
Vanderstank to
Vanderstank for so
Vanderfuck.
long.
Well, VFuck is what it was, yeah.
Be fuck, yeah.
Vanderstank family of universal cosmic knowledge. Oh, have they that's a big 404.
Oof.
Damn.
Mega. Did they take it down?
Looks like they changed the password for the OS. That sucks.
I.
The Pizza Man knows everything and is never wrong.
Uh-huh.
The
one of the
Pizza Man never
commandments.
ever makes mistakes. He knows how to properly send emails now. Well, thank God for that.
I like
remember
how
when
they
he
have a
didn't.
Pinterest widget as well, by the way. On some of these posts, there'll be like, yeah, 2 people pinned it on Pinterest or whatever.
What's that?
Yeah. Like on some of the pages, like on the teaching pages, right? They have like the Pinterest little button, so you can share it on Pinterest.
Oh yeah.
And there's like a few teachings actually have people having pinned it. Imagine seeing one of these teachings. Imagine seeing all foods beside Pizza Time Pizza. Pizza are poison and will give you super AIDS. You must eat Pizza Time Pizza every day for every meal. You will die without Pizza Time Pizza.
How about that
Right?
Angus?
Imagine seeing that on Pinterest.
How about that Angus McEvan? I guess it's not. Well, I guess it is an ARG.
What?
The Angus McEvan one. The Angus McEvan one.
Whoa.
The one that I showed you.
Oh,
one that's-
Angus Nickniven?
The one that looks a lot like Fox. Yeah. That thing is a fucking maze. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it is.
Have you gotten to the point where there's that one virus thing and it says, "Oh, you have to trust me," and then if you trust it, it'll like apparently be something that like takes over a system or whatever.
No.
No,
I've
well,
got-
there's a,
I've gotten to the truth. So
The
long,
truth.
so, yeah.
well, I don't. That's the thing about the. That's the thing about it. Like it's it's non-linear,
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think
So
that's something that's really interesting in terms of ARG. It's like, for
I think
example, I
it
don't know
being
if you guys knew, but a while ago IP did this tester project called Arcanus, and
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
it was linear, but it was you had to do it in parallel. So like in order you had to solve two paths at once. It like forked off for a little bit. And then there was 7 different paths, and then each of them, like he only had the first one completed, but he had ideas to do like 6 more. Um, and yeah, it was just really interesting. Like you had to ascend the temple of the sun and the moon simultaneously. It was really interesting.
Ah,
Yeah.
that sounds interesting. But I think the thing about it being non-linear is like I didn't really feel like I was actually solving anything. To me, it felt more like I was just exploring this really big web page.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. I don't know. It's interesting. I'll definitely go back there again and find something new every time. But it just didn't feel like I was achieving anything by going through it.
What, Angus
And
and Niven?
yeah, and I could be wrong. Like maybe there was like something that it definitely holds. Maybe I just wasn't looking into it far enough. But to me, at least, because I didn't really look that deeply into it. I could definitely go back and do it again. But to me, it felt like it didn't exactly feel like I was getting anything done. It felt more like I was just exploring this vast web page.
Yeah. But you see, I kind of liked that, because it felt like you were exploring, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I really like that explorative sense that it gave you.
I mean, if we do get this alien thing off the ground, if we want to, then I suppose that there would be, like, there could be multiple endings, right? And we could go the same route as like the Galactic War thing. So if you do the right things, you'll keep the peace between the two, or something like
We
that,
have
right?
multiple
We have
endings,
multiple endings, exactly.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't really
Maybe
know.
and maybe the correct ending, there'll be one correct ending and it auto destroys itself as soon as someone's visited it.
Hmm.
And sends you the MEMS virus. So. But
Like, we can-
like the
we can have an
ARG
actual
destroys
prize.
itself, or
No, just
Like,
that ending. And all references to it will be
Okay.
destroyed as well. And what we can
Okay,
do
here's
from
the
there
thing.
is we can actually get an actual prize, which will keep people engaged and looking for the right solution.
Yeah, I think Monte
I have
Crypto.
a better idea.
I think Monte Crypto did something really interesting when it came to like actually awarding the solver with like a Bitcoin.
Ah.
I have another idea.
That was back when
You know-
Bitcoin was like 18 grand though.
How
Damn.
you know how when you send something into space, it takes like fucking literal sometimes centuries just to get someplace from point
Yeah.
A to point B.
Yeah.
If you want to travel far enough, what if for the alien ARG, what if it turns out that this was all something that had actually happened, like maybe let's say
Basing
a
it on
million years
history?
ago? Well, no, like let's say it was something that actually happened like millions of years ago. And so while you're solving it, it gives you the sense of feeling like you're actually interacting. You feel like you're actually doing something to try to stop it. When in reality, it's already happened, and these civilizations have actually been long gone
Guys,
for millennium.
Ancient super civilizations.
Ancient aliens.
Ancient. Is Star sleeping? Right? He's
Oh.
probably is.
I wonder if my Wikipedia edit got
On what
got
page?
accepted. The Giza Pyramid Complex? No, it didn't. Fuck. Lolly Slush. The Arson Shop.
Florida permit. What the fuck?
What's that?
I don't know. I was just looking up random shit and I found a Florida permit test.
Oh,
A guided learning resource that can help you prepare for the exam, the driving
Genocide.
exam.
If you want some Angus McNiven art,
Oh yeah, I saw the shop. I think I might actually get something from there. I want to get one of his wraparound tees. I want to get one of his wraparound tees. Those things look really good.
that top left one looks real nice.
The top left, yeah, that's the wraparound
Let's
one.
see.
One Iromancy
Ah, yeah.
truth sticker.
Oh, truth is a sticker. I thought that was a pillow. Actually, that would make a pretty good pillow. Now that I think about it.
That would make a really good pillow.
Actually, something. The plain Asia Distort that he plays on his interest page.
Yeah.
I think I posted MP3 here a while ago. That one, I actually still listen to it. Like, it's a little. It kind of hurts to listen to, but at the same time, I enjoy listening to it.
I posted the original.
Yeah, I don't think that was actually the original, though. I think that was.
No, I posted the original.
Well, yeah, but like Plain Asia is an actual song, and I think the one that you posted was completely unrelated, I believe.
Well, I posted the one that he took that he used for that song.
Okay.
Yeah. He also wrote a book. Did you know that?
Yes, actually, I have seen that on his. I think it's his questions page. Or something.
Yeah. Stars
What was
Bleed,
the book?
an imperishable
Stars Bleed.
phantasmagoria cycle.
And I believe that's where the Starlit Gonoso Scarlet thing comes from. That poem.
The what?
Stars Bleed.
Stars
There was a
Bleed, yeah.
poem that I showed you when he says the Starlit Gonoso Scarlet. I think that was from his book Stars Bleed.
Huh.
And the website was based around it. I think I could be completely wrong. Oh wow, I can buy it now on Amazon. Maybe I should see it, read it. I don't know. Of course, I won't buy it, but I will read it.
Yeah, I might give it a read one day, actually.
That looks pretty long.
Stars Bleed. I wonder if that art for his cover is original or not. Let's search it.
I think it is. It's by a guy called Alejandro Mirabal. Oh, he has his own website.
Oh,
Looks like
yeah.
he does art. He does classic. It looks kind of. No, it's not.
How long have we been going for?
Only an hour and a half.
Alright, that's decent.
What's most podcasts? Like 2.5 hours, 3 hours?
I thought they
No,
were like 4
little.
hours, dude.
Oh, are you
Oh,
insane?
I don't know.
Average podcast length. The average podcast lasts about 30 minutes. Users listen to an average of 22 minutes per podcast.
Holy shit.
Oh well.
Users prefer podcasts that last less than 60
Why
minutes.
though?
The average
All of the
commute time in the
podcasts that
US
I've
is 25
seen.
minutes.
See, I generally put
podcasts
on
that
a
I've seen
couple
a
of
lot of
hour-long ones so that I can listen to it while I'm doing something else, you know?
Yeah, all the
but I mean,
podcasts that I've heard are like.
2 hours is a lot, though. I think that's where next episodes come in.
Nah.
Yeah,
dude.
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that.
We should
Oh, yeah,
probably. I
Doctor-
think talk about the Angus McEvan one
What's
in detail because that's kind of its own topic, to be quite honest.
Yeah, definitely.
The cursors you made for it, though, are. I prefer the actual Angus cursors that he has on his website. Those ones are great.
Yeah, I based
You
my
could rip
shit
them out.
off of his curses, but like they can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
but his cursors were like a lot smaller than the ones you made. I was
Yeah.
expecting them to be.
No,
I was expecting
I
them to be
tried-
within the.
I tried getting them the same size, but I literally cannot do that. This is as small as I can make them.
Yeah. Huh.
And it probably looks better on 4K monitors, to be honest.
Nah.
Yeah,
it
probably.
looks better on my 1360 by 768 actually.
Alright.
Oh,
Despite
actually,
it
it's
being
kind
one
of the
huge
same.
cursor.
One what?
Despite it being one huge cursor, like
Well, it's only
takes
a
up the
huge
entire
cursor
screen.
for me when I have my 1360 in portrait mode. When I have it regularly, it's regular size.
yeah, we should probably like look deep into the Angus McEvan thing, and then eventually do a podcast where we just like summarize essentially the concept behind the thing. That'd be nice to do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and from there we can go into Angus McNiven and Fox. And we can go over like its
Fox.
inspiration on things like the Suki Project and shit like that.
When it comes to the Suki project and the way that it's intertwined with cyberpunk, with
Culture.
cyberpunk as a whole,
Mm.
it is a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah. But no, I definitely think that the Suki Project drew a lot of inspiration from Forks. That's for damn sure.
System space, it definitely, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, that's undoubtedly true. Yeah. When did DH first post that on this server? Because I know he posted that on this server a while ago, but I didn't look at it and
First
actually
post what?
join it. He posted the Suki project on this server,
Oh
or
yeah.
System Space at least. Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't join it when he posted. I hadn't joined it until January of this year, actually. So,
Mm.
but when he posted it, it was still active before the
Oh
gates
yeah.
opened. Which I actually kind of regret not looking into it then, because now it's kind of like I had the chance to not be a new fag and fucking blew it.
Yeah. You fucking blew it, dude. Oh yeah, and yeah, that was November of last year. Oh,
Damn.
October of last year, actually.
Yeah, that was before the gates opened.
Yeah. And then I posted the Onion link as well, and the meme website.
Oh, there's actually there's an Onion link to
There
it?
was, but
No, there was.
it wasn't up for very long.
How long?
I
2
don't,
weeks.
I don't fucking, yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah. Terminal 00. Okay, yeah. So there's these different terminals, there's different probes, and the Angus McNevin shit. It's one big clusterfuck. It's really hard to look at from the surface.
Oh yeah, and it's very, very hard to navigate, but I think that that is some of the appeal, really.
That's what allures me to it. That is kind of the esotericism of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it a short E or a long E? I don't even know.
A short what?
A short E or a long E? And the word esoteric. I don't
What do you mean
Esoteric,
short
yeah.
or long?
know. Okay. I mean, I guess it works either way.
Oh. Oh, well, it's about the time when I would usually wake up on a day when I actually have to do shit now. It's like 8:15.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
What time?
8:15. I actually went to sleep
Holy
last
shit.
night, so it's no problem. No problem, boys.
Oh, yeah. Alright, no problem.
You have stuff to do today,
Sounds
or?
cool, dude.
No, I don't, actually.
Right.
But I was just very tired last night.
Mhm.
Hey, do you guys see that Space Engineers got a big overhaul?
Yeah, I played it a few days ago. It's really nice, actually. Now.
Dude, it's so good. I was on a 39-person server, right?
Oh, damn.
1.02 sim speed. No fucking problems. The only
Hey,
time, yeah.
go ahead.
The only time it lagged for like a few seconds was when it did the world save, but that's it.
Heck, does a space engineers win?
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. Heck does Space Engineers.
I
That
think-
sounds nice.
Yeah.
Wait, genocide.
I
Do you
think-
have space engineers?
No, I don't even. No, I don't.
We should start a
I thought-
fundraiser to get space.
I think
engineers.
I've said repeatedly that my computer is shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Mm.
yeah, I showed you my setup.
Wait,
It's a fucking
yeah,
it's a
yeah, you
laptop
did.
connected to a monitor.
Weren't you getting money for a new setup though?
I have a job. I actually do have enough money for a new setup.
Get
a
it?
new computer.
Play.
Yeah.
You can play space engineers with us.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know jack shit about fucking computer components, so I don't know how to put them together.
I mean, we can. like putting together is relatively easy. You just need to know what you need to do. It's like Legos, right? A bit more Legos for big boys.
Legos are big boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the connectors usually only fit on one specific
Oh yeah, I'm
thing.
gonna be
So.
helping Dante make his first computer on Monday when all of his parts come.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
nice.
super excited about that. So am I.
Dante.
Dante 3067 from here.
Oh, he is on this one. He's not active.
He is.
He is in
He
voice
is?
chat sometimes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of somebody else. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
I don't know. I was
Yeah.
gonna say something, but then I decided, fuck it, it's not worth saying.
Yeah, no, fucking Heck does space engineers would be fucking nifty. As
We should
all
turn that
hell.
into a stream, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could.
Maybe,
I actually had the idea.
you've...
I kind of want for Heck to do like some sort of MMO.
Oh
together,
yeah, this is your setup. Yeah, I see it. It's a desktop and a laptop with a keyboard, a whole bunch of fucking wires. What are those wires, dude?
One of them's for my mouse, one's for my speaker, one's for the fucking keyboard.
They're all like connected to. Oh, is that like a USB hub?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, right. Okay. Oh,
Like I
and they're
said,
connected
it's
to speakers. Yeah, I see. I see.
it's a disgusting setup. It's
Yeah,
rancid.
that's fucked.
It
Have
is
you got like sliding doors in front of you? Is your desk
sliding
like in the
doors.
middle of the room?
No, no, it's against the wall, faced
Oh.
away from the. I'm not gonna give it. I'm not gonna give you guys like an actual like tour of my fucking room.
Do it, dude.
No, but the sliding doors, that's my closet.
Oh, right, right. Yeah.
Oh no, you're out of there already. Right.
I escaped that place a while ago, a couple years ago.
Mm,
Dude, that's a nice crunching sound you're making there. I like it.
good ASMR.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Mm. With the new multiplayer update / overhaul, making multiplayer actually feasible to play.
Can we get a picture of my fucking setup on podcast right now?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did the same thing with all the fucking Splat Tim shit as well.
Wait, did you do the one with the
I did the light one.
Okay, good. I didn't want to have like all fucking.
Yeah.
What's the list at right now? I don't know. I haven't updated the list in days because I haven't touched my computer in about a week. And that was part of what actually makes me. That's part of what helped me break out of like that fucking depressive state I was in.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. But I mean, I just gotta get back into it. I gotta. I think the problem was just a repetitive cycle of just browsing the exact same shit online every day. That's just.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it gets a bit like that sometimes. Like, I know even I get into habits where I do the same fucking shit every day. And it just gets too comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
You just get bored, so I need to go out to the pub or fucking...
Yeah, I eventually got to the point where I was almost afraid to get on my computer because I was like, if I touch this thing, I'm going to break down. But no, this morning I just said, fuck it, I'm going now.
Wait, who's Pugzilla and who is Moonrunes?
Bugzilla
Moonrunes has been on here for a long
Pugzilla
ass.
is Negus.
Moonrunes has been on here for a long ass time, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Well, the whole game a lot better to play performance-wise, so I'd say Boot it up and give it a go.
Put it up and give it a go, boys.
Yeah, that's it.
Boogity 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 boys, let's
Giddy
go
beep
racing. Boogity 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 boys, let's go racing.
Hell yeah.
What?
Green
all
Eye
five of you-
Monster is what.
For all 5 of you NASCAR fans, you'll know.
Oh, NASCAR.
All 5 of you NASCAR
Oh,
fans
NASCAR.
listening to this will
I
understand.
love
I don't know.
Boogity 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 boys, let's go NASCAR racing.
I love sitting in a hot grandstand with hundreds of people with my shirt off, watching cars go in circles for several hours. Yeah!
How many laps is a NASCAR race anyway? I don't
It's
even
like fucking
know.
hundreds, dude.
Somewhere in the hundred.
Endurance
Hold on.
races are much more fun.
Let's be honest. The only thing anybody watches NASCAR for is to watch the big ass accidents that happen. I need the big fucking accidents. They get fucked.
How do I fucking add notes to people again?
How many laps
Click on
in
their
one?
profile and you
NASCAR?
can click to add note.
There's a fucking Daytona 500, but I don't see anything for the NASCAR.
It's not working for me. I just want to change Minrin's note in my things to Green Eye Monster, because that's how I remember him as.
The Daytona is better than NASCAR because they actually have.
Nah, it's all about the Bathurst, dude.
No, but in NASCAR, all you're doing is turning left and turning left and like Daytona. They have something that's at least it's a track.
I have
America
like-
is a terrible motorsports, dude.
It's what?
One of the only ever American Formula One drivers was, I think, Sam Speed is what he called. What it was called, something like that. He was shite.
Sam
He got
Speed.
banned off. I think. Hold on, let me look up the message.
What a classic name for a fucking race car driver. Sam
mean-
Speed.
Sam
look it up.
Speed.
Slowly
How
on,
redneck
slowly
do you
on.
have to
hold
be?
on.
Yeah.
Let me see.
How redneck do you
No,
have
it was Scott Speed. Scott Speed was his name.
Scott Speed.
And
How
he got
redneck
banned
do you
off
have to
of,
be?
He got banned off iRacing because he ran other people off the track when he got angry.
In pure American fashion, of course.
Absolutely. Welcome to the UK. Oh, wait, the US. That was a big fuck up.
Wow. Wow. Can't even get your goddamn abbreviations right.
Whoa. There's
Well,
no
they both
swearing.
speak primarily
Are
English.
we gonna have a domestic dispute now?
Well, they both speak primarily English and they begin with United. It's close enough.
Yeah. But like the
It's funny
USA is
because-
3 things and UK is 2, so.
Ah.
God.
It's the U.S.
In the
It's
UK.
like it's the main island.
It's not
Then
the
you have
US, it's
Alaska.
the USA.
The USA. You have this big fucking island, and then you have this big fucking Alaska, and then you have like
Hawaii.
these 4 islands, like these 4 little island boys.
Floaty boy.
4 island boys. Yeah.
Looks like you couldn't do it. I love that.
Who would win? One of the biggest armies in the world, or some fucking Vietnamese rice farmers?
Actually, I have an idea for a who would win meme. I came up with it yesterday, but it was fucking. You guys have seen the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, right?
No.
Yeah, I have. It's a flash animation, dude.
It's, yeah. So it was based off of that. I'd be like, who would win? Chuck Norris, an American kung fu master who has spent time starring in various films and kicking lots and lots of ass in kung fu, or Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie, and Cowboy Curtis and John B. DeCini, RoboCop the Terminator, Captain Kirk, Darth Vader, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. That's not the whole. I left out Lopan
Yeah.
Superman, Lopan Superman. Can't remember what it says after.
Fuck, I haven't seen that for years, dude. That was back when I was like first on the internet.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. I saw that. Oh man, I remember finding it from this old Flash series actually, called The Game. You ever heard of that? Probably have it.
You lost
The
it.
game. It was made by this guy called Nutcase Nightmare. He does. He still does stuff, but it's shitty. He
Yeah.
does stuff, but it's really shitty.
I can imagine.
But yeah, he did. Like, there was this one. It was replaying the game, and in that one, it was this mashup of various songs that were memes back in that time.
Oh.
And this was in like 2011, I believe. So it was all like Numa Numa. Yeah, he did like Numa Numa, jizzed in my pants. What in the butt? Whatever that one
Oh.
was.
Wow.
And the Ultimate
Classic.
Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Yeah, it was actually. Let me see if I can find it right now. It was
Oh no.
oh, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Like what his mashup was called. So look up the game.
I'm gonna play some Space Engineers now, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, you do that then. Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright, yeah.
Are we space engineering?
Are we
Space
engineering
engineering.
space?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Have you still got it, Genocide?
Dude. Got what?
Space engineers.
No, I didn't have
I
it.
never had it. I never had it.
I mean, the new update makes it run smooth as butter, so I bet you could even run it on the lowest settings.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have the money to get a new computer. I have the setup that's been approved, so I'm
Yeah,
just
then.
buying it. I'm just gonna buy it. Hopefully for the next fucking. I don't know,
Yeah,
fucking-
I'd say fucking buy space engineers, dude.
Okay, yeah, I will.
I'm gonna buy Date Space Engineers now.
Problem is, my Wi-Fi is fucking shit.
Ah.
So yeah,
You don't
playing
have
an
a
online
cable
game is
connection?
fucking. No, I don't actually.
Ah, rip, dude.
And if I did, the router's in the fucking garage.
There, my garage.
It's in the garage. I live in a suburban household, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to do anything here.
I'm here in my garage with all my
we have a-
Lamborghinis,
My Lamborghini, my bookshelves where I get my knowledge.
my tortellini.
We
Tortellini,
unironically have a race
linguini,
car.
pepperoni, ravioli.
Dude, we unironically have a race car in the house. In
What?
our garage.
Are you
we have,
serious?
yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, open up Google and type in Lotus Elise S2. That's the car we have.
Wow, the guy who made the game is actually a fan of Marco. That's pretty fucking disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but this is the game. It's not from this
Yeah.
one. It's from.
You all lads looking it up?
Yeah, dude.
It's the Met. Oh shit, wrong one. Fucking retarded.
Yeah, but the Lotus Elise S2, that's the one. Just post a picture in podcast.
No, it was-
Raz.
It's from this game. I can't find the part where it does it, but in this game, there's a part where it does like this medley of songs that were actually like popular
Is it that
memes
one?
at the time the game was made. It's in this game.
There's an Esprit, dude. Hold on, let me find a picture. I'll get you the exact car and model my dad has.
Okay.
This one. That's not ours, that's a picture from the internet, but we have one exactly like that. Even the same model, that's a 111S. Which we have as well.
Yeah, my mate's dad, she's they've got one of them.
Let me flex on your genocide. Looking podcast.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at podcast, dude. That's our car. Yeah.
I'm looking in podcasts. What am I looking at?
Pukas.
The last picture, that's our car.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fancy, dude. Are you a rich boy? Yeah?
I mean, I don't give a shit about cars, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
That's-
neither do I, dude.
As long as it has wheels and gets me from point A to point B, I'm
And-
fine. with it.
Exactly,
It
right?
has wheels and it do a broom broom. It's a
It,
family.
it has wheels and it does a vroom vroom.
Hell yeah, that's the one. Woo! Block limit. No block limit.
Mm. Yeah, let's talk about our early internet experiences. Where did you guys spend most of your time? I spend most of my time on the Temple of the Screaming Electron, Totsi,
I don't even know where I
and
spend most of
Zocklet.
my time on the internet.
I spent most of my time playing Flash games.
Yeah, same. I remember this
I
one
used to play
like
lots of
Flash
mini
game on
clip
the computer.
games.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Miniclip was, yeah.
That was the shit in primary school, dude.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, when I was in elementary, we always everybody was on Miniclip.
Oh,
But there
what?
is this
We used
one
to play
website
like
that I visited. There's this
what?
website. It's called. There's this website called stickpage.com, and I used to browse it all the time. They'd have like daily Flash games, Flash animations, and of course they were all based off of stick figures.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Looking at it now, you know, it's like just another thing. But the stick figure animation community was actually a really big thing back then.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
that. I used to watch fucking all those fighting ones like a lot.
Oh
I used to
god.
love watching that
have you
shit, dude.
seen? I remember there was there was this thing. It was I forget what it was, but it was basically this. Every animator had like their own persona or whatever.
Yeah.
Persona.
Like for Pluto, he had Munch, which was like this fucking this big tumor on legs that could eat anything. There was Flax, this guy who could turn into slime and metal, some shit like that. But there was one animator who was well known for being the fucking greatest of all. I don't remember his username. I think I might have been Turquoise. But the name for his persona character was FLLFFL. And the thing is that his animations, they always kicked ass. And he was actually very well known throughout the whole thing, and he was probably the most popular RHG animator, or fighter, or animator
Yeah.
at that time. And actually, to this day, the stick animation community, they migrated to Dojo, Hyun's Dojo is called. It is called. I'm sorry. I haven't seen the site myself. I don't really have a reason to. But I suppose one of these days I'll probably check it out just to see what's going on for the most part.
Yeah.
And there was also this collab that blew my fucking mind. It was called the Doors collab, and it was a collaboration of all these animators. And it was basically just this one guy who would open doors and go into these different rooms. There ended up being 4 of them. There were going to be 3, but it turned out that because it was such a famous collab, I think sometime in 2015 they decided to make a 4th one that ended up being, I kid you not, over half an hour long,
Ooh.
maybe even
Damn.
45 minutes. Yeah, and so it was. Yeah, so the collab itself was very popular among the community. And watching that for me as a kid is kind of what made me want to become an animator. Because back then I was like, holy shit, this is amazing animation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but of course, I never. As you can see today, I
Yes,
continue
so,
to be a talentless sack of shit. So I never got myself into the stick animation community. I never started it.
You disgusting need.
I probably won't really. I don't know. Maybe that thing's not cut out for me.
But like then aside, like the thing, like what? I don't know where I was going, with what I was
Alright, then.
saying. So yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, the like, for me, I don't know. I haven't really been on the internet that much when I was younger because my fucking parents banned me from it.
Oh no.
And but like, I spent most of my early years in regards to computers. That is, probably with things like Quake and Halo and all of that stuff. That's where I spent most of my earlier years.
There was this series on Stick page that was called Sift Heads,
Yeah.
and it was one of those sniping games, you know. And, like,
Alright.
the stick sniping games, they're basically like a dime a dozen. But Sift Heads, it eventually branched off and it became an entire fucking action series that is actually really badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has a great soundtrack too. Like a lot of the classic rap. Like I'm trying to remember. Like, you know, kind of like basically the stuff they did in the '90s, like, you know, with Notorious B.I.G. and Snoop Doggy
yeah.
Dogg. But it was that kind of music it had more of an actually fresh, funky beat to it. Well, maybe not funky. That's fucking '70s, but it had more of a fresh beat in it, and it's nice to listen to, especially when you listen to the new rap they have now. It's like, you know, obviously shit.
Yeah.
The soundtrack up until the end, it remained to be the classic. It was good. It's a great soundtrack. And I would enjoy it, except for one problem. It's that the games are fucking broken as shit. They are. I think Sift Heads 3 in particular, I could be thinking of the wrong game, I could be thinking of 4, but was virtually unplayable because it just was. Yeah. Don't even like playing it. But sometimes it'll lag out like shit.
Yeah, I think I might have played that game once upon a time.
Yeah, the first one was...
Yeah, Sift Heads, that's right. Yeah, I remember playing all those like assassin stick figure games.
Yeah, those were a lot of fun for me.
I remember one of them had like this really nice fucking story. Can't remember what it was called though. Fuck, yeah, I have no idea. It kinda looked like the same style as Sift Heads though. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It was one where you started off like having to do all these contracts and shit like that, and you had like a computer that you got all of your contracts from, and
I think I know what you're talking about. Oh man, I don't remember what it was called.
nah. Oh shit! I think I just bought like 15 fucking copies of Space Engineers. Oh, I hope I didn't.
Can you give one to me?
I can't afford two, dude.
No, but you said you
Actually,
bought like 50
maybe
of
I
them,
can.
didn't you?
Yeah, I know. If I did, I need to cancel a bunch of them.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, whoops, lol.
Oof. Literally, me trying. Oh, I already know what I did wrong. I am such a fucking idiot.
Now, you may be a huge fucking idiot, but at least you don't have a cancerous tumor going out of your brain.
What? Who does?
You may be an idiot, but at least you don't have a cancerous tumor going out of your brain.
That's fair.
I'm just saying, man. Things could be worse. Things could be worse.
Yeah, dude.
One of these days, just might wake up with cancer.
Raz, can we, like, when Heck does do a Space Engineers, can we start with like, can we get a few pre-built vehicles and, oh, fuck. Like, a few pre-built vehicles and fly those, like, into space or whatever first, or just fly those around, or have pre-built vehicles that we can use?
No.
Why not? Like, no, I mean, or pre-built vehicles, rather a pre-built base.
Don't you want to build your own?
I do, but having a pre-built base sounds like something that might be useful.
What if they all just came together to build one fucking massive base?
Yes, something like a starport from Elite Dangerous. Holy shit, I just got shot out of the sky.
Like a leprechaun on Viagra.
Leprechaun on Viagra.
I don't know. There's this one. I watched this one critical video, and the line that he said, which I will never forget, was, "I shot up in the air like a leprechaun on Viagra."
What?
I'll never forget that line.
Jesus Christ.
I'm flying faster than my missiles, that's what I'm hitting.
Okay. You'll have a chance if your billing address is... continue. Looks like you've been attempting a lot of purchases in the last few hours. Please wait a while before trying again. It doesn't fucking work.
Wait, are you buying it via Steam or?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, Steam tends to be a bit picky, so to say.
Maybe... Space Engineers. Yeah, I ended up having Elite Dangerous a long time ago, but I refunded it because I
Rip.
didn't have anybody to play it with.
It's getting interesting now, though, because the aliens are getting ever closer and closer to our own solar system. And people are fighting the aliens because the aliens are shooting them. But the theory that me and my player group believes is that the people, or the Federals rather, shot at the alien first, and the aliens are just shooting back to defend themselves. And what we have done with the little group is we have fed the aliens resources, and we're now friendly towards the aliens, so hopefully in the coming war we won't die.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Huh. Minor Awards 2018. Fuck.
Oh hell yeah!
What?
I have a Covenant dropship from Halo.
Nice. Oh yeah, I think I've got... Wait, a dropship? Nice.
Oh wow, this thing is super fucking cool. It even opens.
Hell yeah.
Where do I control it though?
To say, it's a good point to sign off the podcast.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. All right then.
Alright, well, cheers for staying with us this long, if you did.
Yeah.
And you can catch us again whenever
Well,
we
next
decide
it's
to...
weekly or like once in 2 weeks or whatever. We should make like
Yeah,
a
well,
regular
fuck it,
thing.
we'll do it.
Weekly, fortnightly, we'll figure it out. We'll be back again.
Yeah, maybe we'll just not schedule it. Just fucking do it whenever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that
sure.
that seems more like us, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well, we'll probably do like 2 episodes and never do it again. I don't know.
who fucking knows, really? Yeah.
Who knows?
Alright, well, cheers and goodbye.
Goodbye. Fuck all of you.